What I really loved about Men and Women of Action from the get-go, what Pete also fell in love with, I know me and him talked about this a lot, is it's a place where you can take your skill, your trade, something that people are willing to pay you and do money to, money for,
Mhm.
like, let's say you lay tile, let's say you do electrical. It's what people find value in you to pay you money, enough money to be able to make a living off of. And then it's people taking those skills and donating them for God's kingdom. Because I
Right.
feel like growing up in the church, it's so easy so often to just think, well, if I don't preach or sing, I can't do much in church.
Right.
And it's like, well, I can swing a hammer for God.
Absolutely. We tell people all the time, sitting in your pews are people that aren't preachers,
Right.
teachers, singers, greeters, ushers. They're not any of that. But if one of your widows from your church, a tree falls in her driveway, and she doesn't have a couple $1,000s to hire a tree company,
Right.
there are men sitting in your pews right now that would be more than willing to jump out on a Friday and Saturday with a chainsaw and clear that tree for that lady for nothing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the premise of what we do is we don't go to the big churches that have the funding to do what we would typically do. We go to the ones that doesn't have the insurance or doesn't have the funding, or that little widow lady that doesn't have the means to fix her house or to fix her roof or to fix her door.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a wonderful ministry. I love the heart of our people.
Yeah. I love the fact that, in our churches, we have singers and we have preachers. We have far more guys that can run a chainsaw,
Yes.
and it's like giving them a place to where they can. How many guys do you know that they'd go, man, I would much rather pour concrete or run a chainsaw than have to, say a short sermon in front of the congregation.